All right, everybody, good to see you all. So today I wanted to just sort of talk to you just for a little while about source citations. And so a lot of people think that source citations are just something that we do in school. And in fact, it's something we do every day, all the time. A source citation is when you let the person listening to you, whether that's a large audience or a small audience, know where your information came from. So even if you refer to a movie that you recently saw or something you read on the internet or something you saw on social media and you say, oh yeah, I saw an article on, that was linked through Instagram, or I saw an article that was linked through Facebook or Twitter, that's still a source citation because you're letting people know where the information came from. Where did you get that information? Or if you refer to a movie you've seen recently or an episode of a TV show, those are all examples of source citations because you're just letting us know where the information came from, as opposed to you observing a fact yourself. So it's not something that we only do in school. It's something we do all the time, sort of naturally. And then in public speaking class, we ask you to do it as well. And so in putting together your outline for your speech, a lot of times you do research online, either through the library or the World Wide Web, and you have a reference page. So what we're asking is, as you go through your information, you occasionally let us know where the information came from. And so you might say, for example, according to the January 1st, 2019 issue of Sports Illustrated magazine, Buster Posey is a catcher for the San Francisco Giants, and that would be an example of a source citation. So the main point I'm making now is that we do this all the time. It's not something unusual, and it is not something out of the ordinary. We do it in everyday conversation. So when your teacher asks you to do it, it's not an unusual thing. Although a lot of times when we hear about it, the initial reaction is, oh, this is something different, but it's really not. So that's that. The other question comes up is why? Why do we do source citations? Like, why not just say our speech? Why do we have to say where the information came from? Well, the main reason is it protects you. You avoid accusations of plagiarism by letting people know occasionally where your information came from. This is a way to just kind of put it out there that you got the information somewhere else. You don't have to necessarily cite everything you say, but it's nice to let people know occasionally where the information came from. And then right off the bat, you're letting the audience know that you're perfectly willing to admit that the information came from other places and you're willing to give credit to those other people. The other thing is that it increases your credibility, because what it's doing is it's showing that you didn't just depend on your own personal knowledge, which may be very valid, but also went beyond that and got information outside of your own personal knowledge base. So that's very useful too. It shows the audience that you have this sort of wealth of knowledge that you're drawing from. And so that increases your credibility with them. You become more believable because you've done some research and you've told us where that research is coming from. So that's another benefit as well. And the other thing is that you are fulfilling a requirement many times. So many times, when you give a presentation, particularly if it's in a class, there's a certain number of source citations that are required. So you're also meeting that requirement as well. So that's another good thing too. And I think the other thing is you're showing people that you're open-minded. So not only are you credible, but this idea that you are looking to other people's point of view. You're not just stuck in your own point of view. You're open to hearing what other people had to say. You went out and did some reading or watched some videos on the topic. And that means that you're a little bit more open-minded. So for all those reasons, the speech is a better one if you have occasional source citations. Now, to be clear, we don't cite sources for every single thing we say. The actual number of requirements are in your assignment sheet, but it gives you a sense of kind of why we do it as well. So have fun with your source citations. Know that they're basically a normal thing, natural thing that we do anyway, and we're just making sure that we do them. And have fun. We're looking forward to hearing your speech and source citations and all. Okay, have a great day. Thanks.